Single-family homes with secondary units have a real advantage to both the owner and the renter. And that's an intriguing aspect to achieving density, is to be able to combine ownership possibilities with renter possibilities. This kind of model actually gets financial support in some states. For instance, the state of New York has a special loan program so that single-family homes with a secondary unit can get easier financing. And the person qualifying for the home is allowed to use the rental income as credit toward their income. In the meantime, often the same restrictions on these kind of units when they're publicly financed require that the secondary unit be available to a low or moderate income person. And if we can look at the overview here, in this neighborhood we've designed of a typical American city, you can find tucked in and among a lot of the houses that appear to be single-family, secondary units. In this overview, what we can see is over garages, little cottages behind, and small houses next to one another on large lots are often ideal places for secondary units. And here again, in another block, they're scattered, some in attics, some in rear yards, and again, some converted garages in some cases. This is a typical way in American cities people, especially during the Second World War, responded to a government request to expand the housing market to meet supply, and so secondary units were actually promoted by public policy for many, many years in many American cities. Here we are in Oakland, California. These single-family houses fit into an old Victorian neighborhood, but if you look closely, the stair that goes up to the main level takes you to the main house, and a small door around the side, hardly visible, takes you to the secondary unit. Another approach here in Davis, California, is a single-family house at the front of a lot, and then facing a back pedestrian lane, a series of cottages. And this one actually has a bicycle lane down the middle of it. So we have those two models for secondary units.